Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. This is your cozy corner for natural English practice and real-life conversations. I'm Jayden.
And I'm Aria. We are so happy to have you here with us today.
Now, before we jump into today's topic, we have one tiny favor to ask. If you enjoy listening to us, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps other English learners find us.
Exactly. And we would also love it if you left a comment down below. It can be super simple. Just tell us where you're listening from or share your thoughts on today's topic.
And you know what? Typing a comment is actually a great way to practice your English without even realizing it. Your brain is working, choosing vocabulary, putting words in order. It is real practice.
That is so true. So please, don't be nervous about making mistakes. Even just one short sentence is totally fine. We genuinely love reading your thoughts.
All right, are you ready? Let's get right into today's topic.
Yes. And today, guys, we are talking about a modern nightmare, a true survival story. My survival story.
Oh, Yoon lady, you're being very dramatic today. What happened? Did the coffee shop run out of oat milk again?
Worse, Jayden. So much worse. Yesterday, I left my phone at home. For the entire day.
Wait. What? You, Aria, the person who sleeps with her phone practically glued to her forehead? You survived a full day in the outside world with no internet?
Barely. It was terrifying. I was halfway to the train station when I reached into my pocket, and it was empty. My heart literally stopped. I patted my left pocket. Nothing. I patted my right pocket. Nothing. I checked my bag. Empty. I experienced pure, absolute panic.
So why didn't you just go back and get it?
I couldn't. I was already running late for a very important meeting at work. If I went back, I would miss the train. So I had to make the hardest decision of my life. I had to step onto that train, disconnected from the digital world.
Wow, so brave. An American hero. But honestly, I know exactly how that feels. When you don't have your phone, you suddenly realize how much your hand wants to hold it.
Yes, it is a physical reaction. My right hand just kept reaching into my empty pocket every 5 minutes. It was completely automatic. My brain was saying, check your messages, look at the weather, do something.
Have you heard of phantom vibration syndrome?
Phantom what?
Phantom vibration syndrome. It is a real psychological condition. It is when you swear you feel your phone vibrating in your pocket. You can physically feel it buzzing, but your phone isn't even there.
Oh my goodness. Yes, that happened to me at least 3 times yesterday. I felt a buzz, I reached down, and then I remembered my phone was sitting on my kitchen table. It makes you feel like you're going completely crazy.
We are all addicted. Aria, we are heavily addicted to a little glowing rectangle. But wait, how did you even survive the train ride without your phone? What did you do?
Well, that was the first problem. On the train, I had no music, no podcasts, no games. I just had to sit there and look out the window, like a person from the 1990s.
Looking out the window? What a wild and crazy concept.
It gets worse. After work, I was supposed to meet a friend at a new restaurant downtown, but I didn't have Google Maps.
Oh no, you have zero sense of direction. With Google Maps, you still get lost. Without it, you're basically blind.
Exactly. I knew the name of the street, but I had no idea how to actually get there. I had to do something I haven't done in maybe 10 years. I had to walk up to a stranger on the street and ask for directions.
You spoke to a stranger? In person? How did they react?
The guy looked at me like I was an alien. He literally pulled out his phone, typed in the restaurant name, and showed me the blue line on his screen, because nobody actually knows how to explain directions anymore. We just follow the blue dot.
It is so true. Our brains have stopped working because the phone does everything. It is our map, our clock, our wallet, and our memory. If you lost me in another city without my phone, I would just have to live there forever. I wouldn't know how to get home.
And think about phone numbers. Back in the day, everyone memorized their best friend's number, their home number, their parents' numbers.
True, right now, if I asked you, what is your boyfriend's phone number? Could you tell me?
Absolutely not. I know it starts with a 0, and there is a 5 somewhere in there. That is it. If I had a real emergency yesterday, I couldn't even call anyone because I don't know a single phone number by heart. I would have to call the police and say, "Please help. My name is Aria, and I don't know anyone's number."
That is actually kind of scary. We have outsourced our entire memory to a machine. But okay, you found the restaurant. Did your friend show up?
She did, but I arrived 20 minutes early. And Jayden, let me tell you about the absolute torture of waiting for someone with no phone.
Oh, waiting in public without a phone is a nightmare. What do you even look at?
I didn't know where to put my eyes. When you have a phone, you just stare at the screen. You look busy, you look important. But without a phone, I was just sitting at a table alone, staring at a wall. I tried looking at the menu, but I memorized it in 3 minutes.
Did you make eye contact with other people?
Yes. And it was so awkward. I accidentally made eye contact with the waiter, and he thought I wanted to order. So he came over. I had to pretend I was admiring the ceiling lights.
It is amazing how uncomfortable we are with silence and boredom now. Think about standing in an elevator. If you get into an elevator with 3 strangers, everyone instantly pulls out their phone. Even if there is no signal, they just swipe between the home screens so they don't have to look at each other.
Yes, the phone is our social shield. It protects us from awkwardness. I realized yesterday that I am literally never, ever bored anymore. If I wait in line for coffee for 2 minutes, I check my email. If I am on the toilet,
Okay, careful now. Let's keep this professional.
I'm just being honest. You know it is true. Before smartphones, what did people do in the bathroom? They read the ingredients on the back of the shampoo bottle.
Sodium lauryl sulfate, water, citric acid. Yes, I remember the dark ages of the 90s. We were all amateur chemists.
Exactly. We used to have moments of empty time where our brains could just rest, or wander, or daydream. But now, the second we feel a tiny bit of boredom, we fill it with a TikTok video or an Instagram story. We are terrified of just being alone with our own thoughts.
Because our own thoughts are usually just reminding us of all the things we haven't finished yet. But surely, there was something you actually missed doing yesterday? Something you wanted to do, but couldn't?
Oh, definitely. The worst moment was on my way home. I saw the cutest golden retriever puppy. It was wearing a tiny yellow raincoat.
Okay, that does sound adorable.
It was perfect. My first instinct, my immediate reaction, was to reach for my phone to take a picture. I wanted to post it on my story. I wanted to send it to my group chat, but I couldn't.
So you just looked at it? With your own eyes?
Yes, and it felt so wrong. Have you ever heard the phrase, pics or it didn't happen?
Pictures or it didn't happen? Yes, the idea that if you don't take a photo and put it on social media, the experience basically has no value.
Exactly. If I eat a beautiful, expensive meal, but I don't take a picture for my Instagram, did I even eat it? If I go to a concert, but I don't record a terrible, blurry video of the singer, was I even there?
It is sad, but it is true. We care more about proving to other people that we are having a good time rather than actually having a good time. We view our own lives through a lens.
And the anxiety. The whole day, I had this heavy feeling in my chest. Mem. O, fear of missing out.
Oh, FOMO is real.
I kept thinking, what if there is an emergency? What if someone sent a really funny meme in the group chat and everyone is laughing without me? What if I got an important email from my boss?
So, let me ask you, when you finally got home, ran to your kitchen, and picked up your phone, what did you actually miss? Was there a massive emergency?
I had 3 emails from clothing stores telling me about a sale, 2 notifications from a language app telling me to practice, and 1 text from my mom asking if I wanted to come over for dinner on Sunday. That was it.
Wow. A true digital emergency. The world almost ended without you.
I know. It was embarrassing. I stressed myself out for 12 hours, and the digital world was completely fine without me. Nobody even realized I was offline.
That is the humbling truth. We think we are so important. We think we need to be connected 24/7. But in reality, 99% of our notifications are just noise.
It's true, and honestly, once I got over the panic in the morning and the awkwardness in the afternoon, the evening train ride home was actually really peaceful. I just watched the sunset. My brain felt quieter. I wasn't comparing my life to anyone on Instagram. I wasn't reading negative news. I was just there.
A forced digital detox. Maybe leaving your phone at home was the best mistake you ever made. Have you ever checked your screen time data in your settings?
Yes, and it makes me want to cry. It said my daily average is 6 hours. 6 hours? That is a part-time job.
If you spend 6 hours a day looking at a screen, over a lifetime, that is decades of your life just gone, swept away by an algorithm.
Okay, that is super depressing. We need to fix this. Jayden, we need boundaries.
I agree. I started doing something called no-tech tables. When I sit down to eat dinner, the phone is absolutely not allowed on the table. It stays in my bag. Even if it buzzes, I ignore it. It actually makes the food taste better because I'm paying attention to it.
I love that. No tech tables. I'm going to try the bedroom boundary. I bought an old-school, traditional alarm clock. So now, my phone stays in the living room overnight. I am not allowed to bring it into bed. No more midnight scrolling.
That is a huge step for you. I am proud. We don't have to throw our phones into the ocean. We just need to remember that we are the masters, not the machines.
Well said. So guys, that is my survivor story of living without a smartphone.
We really want to challenge you this week. Can you leave your phone in another room for just 1 hour today? Try it and tell us how it feels.
Yes, let us know in the comments. What is your daily screen time? Be honest. And what would you do if you lost your phone for a day?
Well, that brings us to the end of today's conversation.
We really hope you enjoyed it. And remember, no matter what you're struggling with right now, whether it is saving money, learning English, or just getting through the week, take it one step at a time. Be kind to yourself.
Absolutely. Learning a language is a journey, and you are doing great just by being here and listening.
If you found this episode helpful, or even just a little bit funny, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It is the best way to support what we do.
And please don't forget to leave a comment down below. Tell us what you thought about today's topic, or just say hi. We read every single comment, and we love hearing from you.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and trust the process.
We will catch you in the next episode. Take care, everyone. Bye.